What if financial security and genuine peace of mind around money are not outcomes of having enough, but outcomes of doing specific things consistently, regardless of how much you have? Here is what the data shows. In 2025, Americans believed it took an average of $2.3 million in net worth to be considered wealthy. And yet research consistently finds that people at almost every income and wealth level report similar levels of financial dissatisfaction, because the feeling of security is not generated by the number. It is generated by the habits, the mindset, and the relationship with money that the number either does or does not reflect. In 2026, financial psychologists are separating financial security from financial abundance, confirming that the former is a psychological state produced by specific behaviors, and the latter is a circumstance that does not automatically produce it. Today we are going to talk about the habits that build both security and peace. 1. The Know Your Number Clarity Habit. Why is it that so many intelligent, capable adults choose to look away from their bank screens or intentionally ignore their monthly statements? This common behavior is a form of financial avoidance, and it exists because our brains erroneously believe that ignoring a problem is a valid way to protect ourselves from the pain of reality. But the truth is that financial peace can never survive in a cloud of vague optimism or deliberate ignorance. It requires precise, fully documented knowledge of exactly where you stand at any given second. You need to know your exact monthly income to the single dollar, your exact essential expenses, your true total debt balances, and the precise value of your savings or investment accounts. Most people choose to navigate their lives with a rough, generalized approximation of these figures, which is just precise enough to keep them perpetually anxious but never clear enough to give them genuine confidence. How do you banish the imaginary monsters lurking in your financial blind spots? In 2026, financial clarity is being explicitly defined by top wealth psychologists as the absolute foundation of permanent financial peace. Establishing a simple 10-minute monthly financial review where you compile every account value onto a single page is the core habit that keeps your mind anchored in truth rather than fear. 2. The Enough Definition Practice. Have you ever hit a major financial milestone that you worked toward for years, only to realize that the deep sense of satisfaction you expected completely vanished within a few days of achieving it? This frustrating phenomenon is driven by our natural human tendency toward lifestyle inflation and social comparison, which keeps us perpetually running on what psychologists call the hedonic treadmill. We reach a higher income level, immediately normalize it, and then instantly recalibrate our desires upward without ever pausing to experience the security we just earned. Why do we allow external cultural standards and curated social media feeds to dictate the size of our goals? If you do not actively choose your own financial threshold, the consumerist marketplace will gladly choose an impossibly high one for you. Defining your personal enough standard means writing down the exact income level, the specific savings balance, and the precise lifestyle standard at which you would genuinely feel safe, satisfied, and complete. In 2026, leading financial therapists are heavily integrating enough definition exercises into their core programs as a primary treatment for chronic financial dissatisfaction. This is because long-term contentment is mathematically impossible without an internal, unchanging metric against which to measure your success. When you establish a firm boundary for your lifestyle, you finally give yourself permission to step off the treadmill and actually enjoy the wealth you build. 3. The Automated Foundation Systems Habit. If human willpower is completely unreliable when we are exhausted, stressed, or sick, why do we continue to trust ourselves to manually manage our money every single month? Financial security is almost never maintained through sheer daily vigilance or constant, high-energy self-control. Instead, it is maintained through automated digital systems that operate flawlessly whether you are paying close attention or completely distracted by life. This looks like automated savings transfers that activate instantly on payday, automatic bill payment schedules, and recurring investment contributions that bypass your conscious choice. These digital frameworks establish a resilient financial baseline that holds firm during periods of intense grief, sudden illness, or extreme professional stress, which are the exact moments when manual money management completely breaks down. What changes when you stop forcing yourself to make a conscious choice every time you need to save a dollar? In 2026, behavioral research consistently shows that the most financially secure individuals are almost universally operating on highly automated personal banking systems. They are not necessarily more disciplined than the average person. They have simply recognized their own psychological vulnerabilities and removed daily decision-making from the equation entirely. When your system automatically funds your long-term future before your short-term brain has a chance to spend the cash, your financial peace persists through heavy life transitions that would otherwise cause a massive crisis. 4. The margin protection spending habit. When an unexpected emergency or a sudden life change hits your household, does it feel like a catastrophic life event or a simple, minor inconvenience? The entire difference between these two vastly different experiences comes down to a single financial metric, which is your spending margin. Margin is the wide, protective gap between what flows into your household every month and what flows out in expenses. Without this essential buffer, your life is balanced on a knife edge, ensuring that even a tiny economic surprise can entirely derail your stability. The habit that builds and protects this gap is not a hyper-restrictive budget spreadsheet, but a conscious, actively defended ceiling on your lifestyle spending that you refuse to breach regardless of your income growth or the availability of credit. Why is it so incredibly easy to let our spending rise to meet our earnings the moment we get a raise? It is because we are conditioned to view money as a tool for immediate consumption rather than a tool for permanent security. Research analyzing overall life satisfaction consistently identifies cash flow margin as one of the single most reliable predictors of financial well-being, proving far more impactful than your absolute income level or your total net worth. People who consistently live below their means and aggressively protect that internal gap report dramatically higher levels of baseline happiness than those with massive salaries who spend everything they make. 5. The gratitude and generosity money mindset. Why do some people with vast fortunes always seem to operate from a place of intense financial panic and scarcity, while others with modest means move through the world with an air of complete security? This profound divide exists because your underlying money mindset operates independently of your actual bank balance. Cultivating a regular habit of deliberate financial gratitude means consciously shifting your focus toward what your current resources are actively providing for you, rather than obsessing over what your life currently lacks. Paired with the habit of intentional, regular generosity, this mindset completely rewires your relationship with modern currency by reminding your brain that you possess more than enough to survive and to share. How can giving away a portion of your hard-earned money possibly make you feel more financially secure? While this strategy sounds entirely unscientific on the surface, the underlying behavioral psychology is deeply documented and incredibly powerful. Practicing gratitude directly neutralizes the hedonic adaptation that forces every financial achievement to feel empty. In 2026, progressive wealth psychology programs are formally weaving gratitude and structured giving into their core curriculum, treating them not as moral obligations, but as practical, evidence-based psychological interventions that build profound internal resilience. There you have it, 5 life-changing habits that lead directly to long-term financial security and deep internal peace. Maintaining radical clarity over your exact numbers, defining your personal standard of enough, constructing an automated foundation to remove decision fatigue, protecting your spending margin at all costs, and anchoring your mindset in deliberate gratitude and generosity. Always remember that financial peace is never a static destination you reach once your net worth hits a specific number. It is a continuous daily practice that you cultivate through your choices. These core habits, applied consistently over time, produce a profound feeling of security that no bank balance alone will ever be able to give you. If this psychological breakdown helped you view your wealth journey through a healthier lens today, please give this content a like, share it with someone who is currently chasing a number they think will finally make them feel safe, and subscribe to receive fresh money psychology insights every single week. Drop a comment and let me know which of these 5 habits you need to focus on building right now. Are you lacking clarity, or do you need to sit down and finally define your enough? I will see you in the next one.